It's been almost 4 months since the wind-blown collapse of a concert stage in Indiana killed 7 people. A Chicagoan critically injured that night. Alisha Brennon will reach a milestone in her recovery tomorrow. Our Larry Yellen talked with her today in her first one-on-one interview. Larry?
Bob, Alisha Brennon suffered a skull fracture, a fractured cheekbone, broken ribs, and a broken leg, all of which are healing well. And that milestone, tomorrow the Rogers Park woman goes back to work as a legal assistant. What hasn't healed, however, is the emotional scarring from the death that night of her partner, Christina Santiago. They were united by an Illinois civil union. Santiago was a strong advocate for gay and lesbian rights. Now Brennon says she's becoming an advocate herself, after learning that Indiana does not legally recognize civil unions from other states. That could prevent surviving members of a same-sex couple like her from recovering damages for a partner's death.
You must be excited because tomorrow you're going back to work full-time. Tell me about that.
It's going to be stressful because I haven't had to go back to work. But there is excitement because I'm going to try to start getting into an everyday routine. But I'm also a little nervous as to how I'm going to react to it. I don't know what my body's response to it's going to be. I don't know what my head's response to it's going to be.
Let's go back to August. Tell me about that evening one more time. You've been looking forward to the concert.
We were looking forward to the concert. Sugar Line songs were in our wedding. I mean, they're my favorite band. And we saw clouds off in the distance. And everyone started kind of getting, what are these clouds? A man comes up on the stage. Sit tight, storm's going to move around us. All right. All of a sudden, things don't look too good. See the Jumbotron swing, and I looked immediately to her and said, "We need to go." The only thing I was worried about was where she was. And no one could tell me. So it started off as a perfect night, became the worst night of my life. Within a matter of minutes.
Do you have nightmares?
I do. I have nightmares. I guess I consider the positive dreams that I have about her also nightmares because I know that those will never be reality again, as well as just nightmares about the night. Loud noises scare me because I don't know what it is. Even just driving down the road and seeing like the semis with the logs tied on the back, and you never know what can happen, ever.
Do you wish the memory would go away, or do you want it to stay with you?
It's kind of a loaded question. I mean, yes and no. The last time, I got to see her right before it happened. I mean, she fell right in front of me. But point blank, I just wish it never would have happened.
When you say you plan to go forward with Christina's fight, what do you mean?
With the fight of the LGBTQ community. No matter where you are, if you're married, if you have a civil union, whatever, if you're in love with someone, you should be allowed to be in love with them. We did everything. We did the documentation. We did it by the books. Just because we crossed the state line doesn't mean we didn't love each other anymore.
If Alicia's not recognized to bring this case on behalf of Christina, then Christina's death is meaningless. It's valueless. It means nothing.
There's nobody else who could bring it.
No one else can bring it.
Do you think you were kind of oblivious to these issues before?
Right. I wasn't oblivious. I knew of the issues. But, like I said, I'd never been directly affected by them. And now I am.
This is not about money.
No. This is about equality. This is about being fair. This is about letting people who are in love be in love. And for people to stop being ignorant to the fact that people are going to love people of the same sex.
Brennon says she has always been a fighter. Even before her injuries, she played outside linebacker for Chicago's professional women's football team. Bob, this is a fight of a different sort.
You're a lawyer. How do you think this is going to play out in Indiana?
Well, the Indiana Attorney General has already said that they are not going to use the existence of the civil union, only the civil union, as a defense in this case. They're going to try and have it dismissed for other reasons. But other defendants, the concert promoter, insurance companies, almost certainly one of them will say the civil unions should not be recognized in Indiana. It'll be an important court decision that will have nationwide implications.
Larry Allen, thank you, Larry.